Hey guys, it's Pumpkin Dave here. It's June 27th. 6 days since I pollinated some pumpkins. My last video. We'll go out and take a look at these. So over the first 10 days, they won't get very big. It's from day 20 and on that you're really going to see some big gains. Had some nice cooler weather here this week and a bit of rain. Lawn really darkened up pretty nice here. So the first plant we're looking at here is the 1404, my seed from last year's pumpkin. It's a really nice looking plant. Pollinated this one on Thursday. It looks pretty good. Now guys, see when you get a leaf like this, see how it's all like kind of blotchy and swollen? That means too much nitrogen in your soil. That's going to give you big, massive, monster leaves like that. Yeah, it's good, but I find when you give the plants too much nitrogen, they take off, but then the leaves don't last as long as they should. They dry out quicker. But yeah, no, this plot here is almost filled. That one's like I said, I pollinated that on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Pretty sure it was Thursday. I'll have to check the calendar, but anyways, that's going to be a nice orange pumpkin by the looks of it. That came from my big wheel last year, so we'll see what it produces this year. The one I pollinated it with was nice, big and round, 2363 Holland, and it was pretty white. So we'll see what this one looks like. There's another thing I want to show you guys. Just the root systems on these plants are insane. See the roots popping out of the soil there, all those white things? Those are all roots from this plant. That just shows you how aggressive the roots are on these pumpkins. It's insane. Now here's the one that I pollinated in my video there last Sunday. So this one's 6 days old. This is my 1733 Wallace. And yeah, it's a little bit bigger than my fist. You can see I got a sock here at each node. Each node tosses a root, eh? So as the idea here, it comes from a guy named Mark Clements. He did this when he grew his big pumpkin over 2,000 pounds. And as the vine lifts, the sock will lift with it, and the root will continue going down throughout the sock, so it'll continue feeding the pumpkin. You know, the more roots, the more juices you're going to get to this pumpkin, the bigger the pumpkin's going to be at the end of the day. You see I got a stick here and a sock. I'm every day moving this pumpkin. I go really slow, ½ inch a day. I want the pumpkin ideally, by the time I'm done moving this in about 10 days, it's going to take me about 10 days to get it where I need it. It'll be 90 degrees to the vine, which you want. Doesn't need to be quite 90 degrees, but you see where the vine is there already? That's going to cause me problems. It's going to be a long fruit too. So I pollinated this one here. It's about another 2 feet, 3 feet down the vine. It's kind of a backup pumpkin. If anything happens to this one, or I don't like the looks of it or anything, I'll keep that one. But I think I'm gonna keep this one here. I like the looks of this one so far. Another important thing: keep those lobes dry. Let them dry out. Keep them covered. Anything that gets wet can rot. Don't want rot. But yeah, that pumpkin looks like it's gonna be a good one. Nice long thick stem. I applied some Harvest More fertilizer the other day. I'm actually going to do it again tomorrow. We got a good rain last night, so I can't really feed right now. But it's got all the micronutrients and everything in it in one big package. So I'm trying that this year, and we'll see how that outcome is. And another thing I'm going to show you, I buried my vines last night, probably about 8 o'clock. They've all jumped already, 13, 14 inches. They're growing almost 2 feet a day. So this is my main vine here. This is the one that goes all the way around, all the way back to the stump. This is the only vine that I'll continue to grow. I'm going to grow it back to that fence there, and I'm going to shoot it straight down the back. it'll come down along the back and it'll grow back up this way. That's the only thing that I'll keep growing the rest of the year. These vines here, the one beside the main vine, that's the last two that need to hit that fence, and the plant's completely deadheaded. You can see I've already deadheaded vines down there. I'll do 2 more today, or 3 more today, and then I only got 1, 2, 3 more vines on each side to deadhead, and all the energy is going to go right to the pumpkin. And that's the whole idea. This is a big plant. This is already over 1,000 square feet. It'll be about 1,200 square feet by the time everything's, it'll be about 1,100, I guess. 11 and change square foot plant by the time everything's deadheaded. So yeah, this is probably one of the bigger plants that I've had for pollinating pumpkins. Normally the plants are a little bit smaller, but the whole idea is the bigger the plant, the more to push that pumpkin. And yeah, by day 10 I'll put some pictures up on day 10, and then every 10 days I'll do another video from here to the end of the season. I really like that plant. I wish I would have given it more space. That one's going to grow a big pumpkin this year. That's from my own seed last year. I'm kind of kicking myself for not growing it and giving it more space, but we'll see what happens. I'm still thinking I can get, it's going to be 150 square foot. Half the plot's already filled, only got to go to there, and that's it. Growing these 2 vines out, those will be my last 2 vines that come out. I'll deadhead them right around there, and that'll be it. That'll be my 150 square foot plot, and I'm hoping to get a pumpkin probably, 11, 1,200 pounds, we'll see. Oh, I see one. This is one thing that you do not want to see around your plants. I'm going to put my video here and you can see this. This is a bug. This bug will end your season. This is the nasty vine squash borer. What it's doing right now is it's dropping eggs. Everywhere it lands, it's dropping eggs. And in about 10 days, those eggs will hatch into little worms. They will go into your vines, and they will eat your vines and kill your plant. They're so hard to catch too. I see he got away. Damn it. Oh, there he is, flying around over there now. They're so tricky to get. Don't want them flying around here at all. He's gone, so he's in this plant somewhere laying eggs on this plant now. So yeah, I'll have to take care of that after the sunflowers are growing low. Take you in and show you the tomatoes. I got a weed too. Weeds are friggin' terrible. I've been slacking a little bit this year. This is another thing you don't want. All these extra vines popping up. Those are those tertiary vines I'd missed. I'll have to go back in and cut those off, cut a couple dead leaves off that are getting older. This is when the season gets tough. This is when it gets tough. You got bugs, you got weather, you have everything fighting you. Tomatoes look really well. Just give them a little shake. This one here, my big blossom. You can see there's a tomato in there. It's gonna be a big one. Looks really good. Some of these tomato plants are already, 5 feet tall. Some of them aren't putting any big blooms out. Some are, some aren't. Not really sure why it's doing this. Do not like that. Sure. Everything's so droopy. I don't know what's going on there. Tomatoes look good. I'll take you over and show you my last pollination here. This plant here, I don't know what's going on with it. It's not really performing well. Kind of ugly plant. A little bit further behind my other ones. It's a nice sunflower there too. Here's my last pollination here on the 1663 Lions. This one was done Wednesday or Thursday too. I'm not sure exactly what day. I'll have to check the calendar like I said. But yeah, that one looks good. Put a little dirt on the top of the node here. Promote root growth. I'm not very happy that I saw that vine squash borer today. That just another thing I'm gonna have to fight off. But that's it for today, guys, and see you back in about 10 days.